That's Yamaha MT. I might go for a ride tomorrow, and for that I'll have to be prepared. My bike is running short in terms of fuel. Party chalna thalisakecha tau. So this ride is basically about the test that I have to do. Asti ke ho bhane last time bhayo. Last week I had been to Nuwakot and there are so many things I spoke from my helmet, not to realize that it was not recording. It was during editing I found that everything is gone with the wind. Purai sad थिएँ नि म त्यो दिन के गर्ने अब त्यत्रो बोलेको के बोलेको पत्र बोलेको everything went. It's a stinky underpass. पेट्रोल हालौँ भनेको यहाँ त गाह्रो होला जस्तो छ त पेट्रोल हाल्नु. ओहो, why this rush, mate? गयो ठ्याक्क. Thank you. Hello folks, good evening, namaste. My name is Avasish Oja and welcome to my channel, which is all about travel views and reviews. I've not been able to put forward my views or reviews yet till date, but I've been traveling and travel garda pani this many times I couldn't post the videos which I had recorded because once I had a wrong angle wherein my camera was only capturing the image of the road, while second time I did release that video, but the mic was not properly set at the time, because of which my voice was not recorded. And this time I hope the camera angle and voice both are perfect, because I just checked after filling the petrol in my bike. So as I'm going to talk about my Vandi. You know what Vandi is? Vandi means bike. That's my bike, the one that I'm riding. Vandi is basically a South Indian word which basically means bike. Vandi bhanekai bike ho. You know what? People are looking at me. I think my voice is going outside the helmet also. So, okay, coming back to the topic, I call my bike Vandi because I've got a South Indian connection. I was partly brought up there, I should say. So, why did I buy this Vandi? KTM, I ride around in KTM Adventure 250, and why did I choose this bike over other bikes that I test rode, that I considered for purchasing? There were so many bikes, that I was considering before buying this bike. What happened was I did test drive Dominar 250, Dominar 400, Hero Expulse 200, Honda CB 350, Highness, Royal Enfield 350 Classic, and Dominar was the bike which really was something that I wanted to consider, because that was a perfect bike, and why I felt that bike as a perfect bike. I don't know about the availability of parts in our country. I don't know about the service. I don't know, but the reason is the price of Dominar 400 in India is 2,25,000, I think, around or somewhere approximately around 2,25,000, and the cost of the same bike in Nepal is 5,80,000. 2,25,000 को bike we were getting in a price which was less than 6 lakhs. 400cc ko bike, which is a monster. It's very powerful and it's lovely to ride. The position is perfect. Only thing that you might you might hesitate considering that bike would be the weight. While you're riding the bike in the city, the handle weight, the steering weight is a little too high in that bike because it's a heavy bike basically. That's all. Otherwise, it's fun to ride. Other drawback of that bike would be the instrument cluster. The display is there on the tank. They've divided actually. Little part is there on the front console and little part is there on the tank. And the visibility on the tank will be nowhere. Like see, if I have to look at my tank, I have to go down this way, right? So while riding, we would not want to do that. We wouldn't want to, take our eyes off the road. So apart from those two things, that bike was perfect. And Dominar, I found out that Dominar 400 resale value was not that good. I did a little bit research in Amrobachar. I met few people and then I did a little bit bargaining also. So Dominar ko story ke cha bhane, I was waiting for sellers to get back to me. And then another bike which I really considered was Hero X-Pulse. Superb bike, man, let me tell you. That's lovely bike. I don't know, I mean, when I asked the feedback with people riding that bike in Kathmandu, I did not get very good feedback from them. And I asked them, what's your problem? Why don't you like the bike? They were basically talking about pickup, power and all those things. And come on, man, 200cc ko bike it is. 200cc le jati dinu parne cha, that's the kind of power it's already delivering. Okay, there was another bike which I did wait for a real long time. It was Honda Highness 350. India, I went through all the reviews in India. I went through the motovlogs of people who use Highness for the long rides and all those things, and I was really happy with the review, and I was really looking forward to the bike. And but what would happen is Honda Highness would be a bike, that's all for me. It's a good bike. It's a Japanese bike which has got Japanese technology and all those things, but nothing that extra about that bike, I think. Yes, it competes with Royal Enfield in terms of usability, in terms of its retro feel that the bike has. Apart from that, price wise, it's a little up than what I expected actually. And because of which Honda also was there, but I couldn't decide. So which all were the bike that I looked at? Dominar 250, Dominar 400, X-Pulse, a BMW GS 310 was another bike which I was considering. And during the time when I wanted to buy the bike, BMW did not have that latest upgraded version of GS 310 in Nepal. The BS6 model with a few upgrades that they did. The LED headlamps, the vibrations were reduced as per the review from Indian vloggers or auto magazine and all those things. So I was actually waiting for that bike, and moreover BMW GS 310, they'd reduced price drastically in India. They were more than KTM 390 Adventure, and when they revised their price, they became less in terms of pricing. So BMW GS 310's price was in between Adventure 250 and Adventure 390. And I was actually waiting for that bike to reach Nepal. I was waiting for its pricing, but what happened was BMW people, they didn't have much idea about when the bike is reaching us and what would be the price. India, the price had dropped for about 65,000 Indian currency approximately. So I was also waiting for the new pricing here in Nepal. त्यसको pricing मलाई कसैले भन्दै भनेन. I went and asked in the showroom, so I thought like price पनि कसैले भन्दैन कति वेट गर्ने. I already wanted a bike. So finally two other bikes, KTM Adventure 250 and KTM Adventure 290. Like sorry, 390, not 290. Adventure 390. Adventure 390 was the bike that I liked, but then again I started thinking, 390 ma ke cha, what all are the additional features that 390 KTM Adventure 390 had over KTM Adventure 250. Firstly, before deciding which bike I should buy, I started comparing them. So the screen, this display screen, that had TFT color display, which I think is something which I don't want, because my concentration will be right on the road, not there when I'm riding. I don't want to look at my screen, display screen, and ride my bike. So that thing was not making much difference to me. And there were few safety features, traction control, I think, which which was not necessary for me. Traction control was not necessary for me. Color display was not necessary for me. 390 cc's power, that was also not necessary for me. I mean, this 250 itself is enough for me to, this power, this pickup is more than enough for me to ride here in Kathmandu, or if I have to go outside Kathmandu or outside Nepal also. This power is more than enough for me. So त्यो सब चीज consider गर्दा price wise also this bike was coming less. What was the difference? More than 2.5 lakhs, around 3 lakhs was the price difference between KTM 390 Adventure and 250 Adventure. And when I looked at this bike, KTM Adventure, the reviews were good. People already having 390 were also test riding this bike, and they also were very happy with the performance KTM 250 Adventure delivered. And because of all those things, I was really, there was a slight confusion for some time. Even my friend, one of my friend, Anish, he was on my head, till the time I was taking the delivery of this bike, he was on my head. He was saying, please consider 390, please consider 390. He was more than salesperson, he was the one who was highlighting on the feature and trying to convince me. I said like, no, this Adventure 250 is more than enough for me. This bike will fulfill my requirement. The end point is, what is my requirement? What I see is people, while making a purchase, they don't do their need assessment, which you should do. Any person purchasing bike, car, anything, they should see what they want. They should actually understand. They should do a little bit of need assessment, what is their need and all those things. I did that, and I found that this thing was a perfect bike for me. In terms of pricing also, this was perfect. Your bike ko price India ma kati cha? This is I think your bike ko price India ma, it's over 2 lakhs. It's 2 lakhs, 2,25,000. I think it's, let me go to a corner, because while I'm speaking, people are looking at me. Little odd, I'm not used to vlogging, and people looking at me is making it odd. Okay, this bike's price in India is over 2 lakhs, and in Nepal it's 7,50,000. It was 7,50,000 when I purchased it. Now they have increased it though. So every way, this bike I think was perfect for me in terms of price, in terms of the features that it provides, the capacity that this bike has. It's not an off-road bike, but it can handle moderate off-roading also, and I've done it. I've done it, and I was satisfied with the way it handled, the way it took all the off-roads that I took it to. So all this way, I was really impressed with this bike, and I was happy. and I have done my coming back to servicing. So I did my first service, I think 10 days back. Servicing cost was around 4,500 rupees, the first service cost. Now they've asked me to visit their service after when I cover 2,500 kilometers. They wouldn't change the engine oil, but they will just do the normal checkup of the bike. So I think I've covered I think I've shared the information about why I bought this adventure bike, KTM 250 Adventure. That's it, guys. Right now I've just crossed Darbama. I came out this evening to test my mic, and while testing my mic I thought, why not share this information with you all. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you in my next ride, which most probably will be tomorrow. Till then, bye bye.